Because there's 661 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. This week's Arukh HaShulchan Yomi is sponsored for exclusive for Bani Chaim Mizoni for Yonas and Ezra Ben Chana Feigl. If you would like to sponsor, come and share more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please contact me directly. It'd be greatly appreciated. Today we're doing Shin Sami Tzaddik Beis Yud Aleph to Shin Tzaddik Gimel Dalet. Yav. Because Rabbeinu Ram Beis of Sibei. But when Vermoon Shem Arvi Mosul Chatzoyin, when the Totai they don't make Arab and half and halves, Mukavas Chamagava, Asar Tvachim town city which has a wall which is 10 fucking high, Yesh Lussus and has walls. How about Imlo? It's Kula Mukushas Mechitzas, but the entire city is not properly enclosed by walls. And you want to make half it kosher and make or just beyond they're allowed to do it. But on top of the reason is clear. Ikar is the primary prohibition. Because it's all like one chutzah, like we wrote previously. That's only where it's surrounded by a wall and doors. And furthermore, there's which you don't make in Arab in halves. I mean that a lechi or kura does not separate mavos from each other. Pas arba, if it's a plank of 4, which they pasim two pasim of a mashu, they divide from each other. Marvin Chatzai can make Arab in halves. So it's a choice of Pesach. If you want to Amos, then you want to make an Arab in halves, you have to make a choice of Pesach. Also, the short wall of 3 or 4 tvachim is not going to work. How much time to see test? The Rabbeinu says let's hear it doesn't mention the Mimela move on. It's understood automatically. Because came so he makes a full 10 high wall for the opening of his movie. It's kind of more that it's effective as that because that's better than everything else. Some say that which some people say that a city of an individual now to divide. That's to its length. Because both of them have to walk to Lushus Rabin, which is within it. But to its width. In other words, each has access to Lushus Rabin. One goes out this way, the other goes out the other way. They don't have access to each other. They make an air for half. We'll see him tikum and make a fixture between them. Which means up till 10 amos they can make a lechi okora. If it's more than 10, so it's a pass. I'm make it so it's pass. That's a tour. There was a bug marshal. The explanation is this. I don't see how come that was repeated, divided, so he's in half. Anyway, we time that because chutzah echad. So because it's like one chutzah, which feels a loy, stream. And it's not. Sorry, it's that's confusing. It's not just because it's like one chutzah. Feels a loy, stream. For this, we wouldn't be forbidden. Ella ikar time when we shouldn't about korban, so yesh derech rabbi. Must see that be in the middle. See, there's a derech rabbi. They know it's just rabbi mamish. Not really it's just rabbi because shari mukaf koma. Anyway, it's surrounded by walls. It's not just rabbi the rice anymore. V'yesh los in their wall, of course, their doors. Okay, if not, it's still be allowed to. If it was a true just rabbi running through the city, you still be allowed to make it even part of it. As he wrote, when you divide it in lengthwise, zemi tzad derech rabbi and mima zemi tzmo. This on left half of the Rishus Rabbi, and the other right half of the Rishus Rabbi, actually vice versa, same thing. But they both go into this Derech HaRabim, which is the main thoroughfare. The Yasu themselves and they forbid each other. Each one is allowed to carry it in its own half. It says and shouldn't forbid it when it's not in its own place. As we found previously in the railroad flat case. That's when the I'm saying no. Sorry, that doesn't answer the Ichatz of Nimis does not answer the Chatz Chitzayna if it's Muteres B'Klema. Right? The Chatz of Nimis only answers the Chitzayna if it's a Sur B'Klema. Right? I'm sorry. Zemne shikar chatzar chitzon shach lechitzon. It's because the primary chatzar chitzon is affiliated with the bnei chitzon. Lekach ebnimus oser shimutim koima. As a dinner chatzar does not forbid it when it's mutter in its own place. But this derech harabim, it's not unique to either one of them. Osim says that since they're both used, it opposites each other. But it's widthwise, meaning that they so to speak, divide derech harabim. Derech harabim goes like this. So divide derech harabim like this. Both one has one side is completely this side, so the other side is completely that side, as opposed to this way, where their rabbi is half theirs and half theirs. So, these will remove themselves from their rabbi on the one side, and the other ones with them from the other side. Avol Harifa Ramam Chokim Zeh. Rif and I argue about this. Mishum the Gemara yesh shnei lashonos, because the Gemara has two versions. Lashon echad gam l'rochba asur according to one version, or even l'rochba tzas, even to its width it's forbidden. Mishum the ev sharli still like derech harabim, you can't remove yourself from the derech harabim, from the derech harabim. But the shulin from they hold the ikar atam, who mishum nabi chotzer echad. They hold the real reason because it is one chotzer. Okay, ein nafkim be'arukh l'chavas. So the difference between length or width. And the bracket says here, Rabbeinu Rama Rishus Harabi coming up to Derech Harabim doesn't mean simply Lirishus Rabim, but the Derech Harabim as he said. You give up V'day Yishon the Kulam Yikshua B'Rabbeinu B'Mosh Chesed Lasos Lechi Kara. Everybody asked on the Rama who said that you can make a Lechi Kara. Become Ma'ir Hekev Lasos. Here there's an enclosure and there's walls. So the heads of the streets do not require tikkun. The place where you want to divide it up, you need tzuras of Pesach. And they reject the Ramah. And he's a Shapi Kamar. I think he's saying good, says Arukh HaShulchan. They ain't covering also, Makom which is Chalkim, tzuras of Pesach. Not talking about place you're dividing up a Mavi, which requires tzuras of Pesach. Doesn't mean Chalkim l'Rochba. If they divide up into the width, divide the city in its width. They want to make a vote in and of themselves. In other words, because there's a division in the city. Yeah, the divide one Mavi from the other part, one part of the Mavi from the other part of the Mavi. You should know the Sheish Mishim Stop Bir Shal Rabim. Those not clear in the city of the masses. They'll say no, and the doors are closed at night. Perhaps they didn't have an They had shiur in terms of leaving out some part of it. You start to answer the body tzarich. Shiur, as definitely requires the remainder. Keman she'atam shelo tishtakach she'eruv matirin. This is the reason that we should not forget they need every matir mali in the nose balayla or any nose. But does it make the doors locked at night? Or the doors are not locked at night. In final analysis, you need a hecker that you need an air to matter. Yudat Isa Gemara Sham. It says in the city in the Gemara there. Dirsha Rabim, a city which belongs to the Rabim, to the masses. Sheismata Chamishim Diurim, and now has 50 dwellings. Dinik Shayachid. It sounds like a Dinik Shayachid. Ein Tzorch Shir does not require a remainder. It says in brackets of Rashi, Taisa Pirshu Dirsha Yachid Eno Kinyan Gal Yachid. Dirsha Yachid doesn't mean it belongs to an individual. And a city of the multitudes doesn't mean it belongs to multitudes. El Sheyachid, he exchanged from Shishim Ribo. El Sheyachid is when there are 600,000 in the city. Shel Rabin Kshiyesh Shom Shishim Ribo. Ayin Shom. But in Rabin is when there are 600,000. Ufein Amur and fees that. It's hard to understand what Gemara says. But it's not understanding because still Gemara says. Hadamar Amar, but Safar the Shabbos Lem Nami Shrichi Ayin Shom. In the morning of Shabbos, there are lots of people prevalent. Atu Shishim Ribo, yes. What do you mean? Many people prevalent? Yes, but there's 600 people prevalent. When they say that by the Reish Galusa, they're robbing, they mean literally Shishim Ribo by the Reish Galusa. We're talking about the Dugama Abel Nokta and Jay, that you have to say it's just an example not actually literal. That's a number which you need. Tez Zayin HaMazakim B'Shitu Chol B'nei Ha'ir, somebody who bestows rights and shit to all the members of the city. Im Ir V'Kulam Eruv Echad, if they all participate in Eruv, ain't Tzarich L'Odiyim, they don't have to let them know. Sh'Schus L'hem, it's close to them to have the shit in addition to Eruv. Avog Sh'Mischakim, but if they are divided into different Eruv, and Tzarich L'Shol Esav V'Kom Rotze, they need to now ask where they see want to go. V'din Mishashar V'Lo Nishtar Yerabnei Mishach Yishosir Acheres, and somebody who did not participate with the people of the city, or he went to spend Shabbos elsewhere, or Eino Yehudi, or non-Jewish Yeshua Bahir who live in the city. Hakol Dinok Chutzer Kamavli, all these laws are the same as the Chutzer and the Mavli. Shin Tzadi Gimel. Yom Tov Shchal Erev Shabbos Ein Ma'arvin. When Yom Tov comes in Erev Shabbos, they don't make an Erev that day. V'din L'Ar Ben Hashmashos, and Lachim make an Erev during twilight, etc. Av Ein Ma'arvin Chatzer Shitu V'Vos Yom Tov Shchal Erev Shabbos. You can't make Erev Chatzer Shitu V'Vos and Yom Tov which comes in Erev Shabbos. V'agav the Yom Tov Gufa Leika Erev Chatzeros. Even on Yom Tov itself, there's no need for Erev Chatzeros. But in terms of Chatzeros, it's like a weekday. You come with us to Rabbi Yotam. Nevertheless, you're not allowed to make it on Yotam itself. It's like a tikkun mana. It's like you're fixing thing on Yotam. There's also a chana issue. You're preparing for Yotam Shabbos. Till this permissibility to carry. Then you have to make it the Shabbos. You can't use Yotam to prepare for Shabbos. Eliyar Meir Yotam. So you have to make the air from before Yotam. What if you didn't make an Erev Yontif? V'nis Kayot Rishon, you remember on Yontif Rishon, whoops. Im Chol Yontif Yom Hevachav Yom Vav, if Yontif goes out Thursday and Friday, Ya'arei Yontif Rishon now make an Erev on the first day, on a condition. Shenot HaKikah B'Yodah, you take the blow, bring it in the Yomar. Im Yom Chol, if today is a weekday, Harei is Erev, then it's an Erev. Vim Mayom Kodesh, if today is a holy day, and for Klum, I don't need it. I'm not making for today. In other words, it's not necessary. It's chol. Next year, take the same loaf. You are in Mayom Kodesh. If today is Kodesh, I wrap the Masmo. I already made it every yesterday. But Yom Chol, today is the weekday. Yeah, is an Erev. There should be an Erev today for tomorrow. Finally, you stay Yom Tov Shul Yosef Pesach Rosh Hashanah Sukkos. This works for the Yom Tov Sheni and Pesach Shavuos and Sukkos. Have Yom Tov Rosh Hashanah, but the Yom Tov Rosh Hashanah also tonight. It's also even conditionally. The Kiyom Arich because it's one long day. The Chol Shnei Yomim and Kedusha Achas, and both days are one holiness. Have a Yom Tov Shel Golios Rakiyom Echad Avi Kadosh. The Yom Tov Shel Golios, only one day is actually Kadosh. The other day is Kadosh Misafik. It's fake when you see Shnei Yom Mikaya Dua. Can we make a taste because of suffix? Base. But Turko Sav Shalamochi Gach also pas Davka Mesmo. Next day, take the same bread you took yesterday. A Vivag in a Davka. There's also not necessarily Davka. The Mali Pas and Mali Pasach. It doesn't make which piece of bread you're using. Ella, it's a toivo, which is a good idea. The Asul Allah let you kind Shabbos. He's now to eat the pass for Erev until the Shabbos begins. The Lama Loli is Abishek Cross. Why should you have to worry about 2 loaves of bread? Furthermore, since the mitzvah was done yesterday with this bread, it's appropriate to do the mitzvah did today as well. It's clear, you have to say the formula on both days. Because first they said, today is holy, my words are null and void. How can you learn this tomorrow? But the bracha you only make the first day of the Sheni, not the second day. Lo Sheni. Made a mistake there. Don't make a bracha either one of them. How can you make a bracha on the first day? Says day is holy. I'm saying is nothing. So what's going to make a bracha? So to the next day, if you know Rosh Hashanah out tonight, make a bracha conditionally. Out tonight. Bracha zula matzin b'shemaga. We don't make brachas on tonight. Chayil kan l'sim tov kuf chav zayin. Maybe we have shilin. We'll see that later on. We have shilin. Yesh chaz of sham the yivarech that you should make a bracha on one of the first of the 2 days. Vav Tmuim Hein Beinai. Someone got wrong, and Arukh HaShulchan says it is astonishing what he writes. Gimel, for that, you should know the Rambam Perek Vav Miyativ. The Intes Vav Kasadina Bekim Kivul Yarcha. Now that we know the true calendar, Yontif Rishon Yontif Bada, Yontif Rishon is the true Yontif. Zeshon is the Yontif Sheni, Ein Elig Minag Ba'alma. That Yontif Sheni is just a Minag, Shesholch Mitam, which they sent from Eretz Yisrael. Yisrael Minag Avosechem. Be careful with the Minag of your forefathers, come for Bagmar. Ein Marvin tonight. Can't make it able tonight. Because how can you say I'm a Yom Chol? How can you say today is the weekday? But Yadam Hashem Kodesh, we know it's the only day. We can't say pretend it's not. The Chokol of Varan. The Rosh Hashanah and Ran all argue on him, and they say, Gamaz Mana say Gamaz Zeb Bekim Bekiva the Yarcha. Even though it's not as that we're bucking Bekiva the Yarcha. The less come to the Yarcha night. Chazal said you make the Erev tonight. The Gamarif. He's the Halacha. If also put this down Halacha. Father of the conscience. The Dvar of Lomalani Yachei B'Yontif Sheni. Because Rambam, let's definitely make the Erev Yontif Sheni. Kim Shal Shulchan, since you know it's a weekday. El Ba'Korah came when she's starving the Vino and her like Yontif. But since Chazal told us the conductor told us Yontif, also La Rosa Shulchan. You cannot explicitly mention that it's a weekday. So Vazas and Modos. Being came in man, Nishar alone, Nishar Terra. So the claim was first of all into place. Shulchan Levi Cloud Varav and the Shulchan did not bring the Rambam at all. After Arukh HaShulchan, after Shulchan Vos. Sorry, Echad says, Echad of Shulchan Vos, a lot of misreadings there. Both the Arukh HaShulchan, Shulchan Vos, the Armin, Osam, Ben Hashmashas, you can make them after sunset. Came to the Rabbanah, it's the Rabbanah, make the Kula. Hilanium, we suffix. They came and do Gafilim Kvarkibel to Seven Shabbos. If you already verbally committed yourself to accept the Seven Shabbos, it's still in essence a weekday and you can make it here. Yesho seem there for those are big Shakibel of the Seven Shabbos. If you accept the Seven Shabbos to do it, came with just Chaluk to Shabbos. Since my name already has the holy Shabbos, how can you possibly make it a weekday? But I feel im acharia rave, if somebody makes it for him nearly day lamahaya de azu, for this guy wouldn't work, according to his opinion. So except the sukkah perek achron yeshua de azu, and the except the seeds to bring evidence for this perspective. The Brook Rack says vagra v'kushas ataz in havana ayin shum. Okay, whatever that is, it doesn't have an havana. Mr. Brewer writes that those who Makabel Shabbos statements also make an even if it's not even for Ben Hashmashas. They Makabel before by Blaga Mincha. Mr. Brewer also writes in the Guratz Mashra that the Dina holds this opinion that another person can't make an air for him. Nevertheless, there's some other suffix he says to me more to me Mako, such as like 2 hours before Chashecha. Yes, perhaps it's still called blog. Therefore, you can be Mako. You take this one into account and be Mako as a for somebody else to do it for you. Okay. Even though we're supposed to stop here because the end of Sif Dalit, there's only one short Sif left till the end of the Simon, so we'll take it to the end. Erev L'Shnai made it Racham V'Tuv. Achar Erev L'Ami Bod Yom. The person made the Erev before Yom, the Shabbos began. Nachle Rufa Ben Hashmashos, the Erev got eaten up Ben Hashmashos. Lachar Erev L'Av, the other one he made Ben Hashmashos. Achar Rufa made Shachoshen, and his Erev got eaten up after full darkness. Armachazal the same or Kanu Erev. They both require the Erev. The session Echad Ben Hashmashos was finally Laila. The one who's there got eaten Ben Hashmashos, we assume it's right after nightfall. Session Ben Hashmashos, and the one who left the made the Erev Ben Hashmashos, but finally Yom, we assume from its daytime. It's not a paradox. Came the Zetz, Loshnei Nashim. Came as though it's Loshnei Nashim because there's 2 different people here. Like Shnei Shvilim, of course. But say the Rabban Kula, and we would say the Rabban Kula. But how come not say the Shliach, even though there's one agent who did both? Nevertheless, you come ahead to Nogel Shliach Elam Shachim. It's not relevant to him, it's relevant to the people who appointed him the agent. And the Shinyamas do paradox. I mean, read Ben Hashmashos, Nachal Ben Hashmashos, it made the air Adrim Ben Hashmashos. And it was Idrim Ben Hashmashos, anyway, it's not Erev. Even like I could say every moment being Hashmashos, maybe it's some night, maybe it's day. So the moment when you put it down, maybe it was day. And maybe you got to eat up, maybe it's night, right? No, you have to make all base made as one suffix. You always got Banish Marshals as one suffix. And the one person you can't do the paradox. For one person, part day and part night. We're not that mako.